looks like we're about to follow through with my last price prediction as per my last video. Hey guys, I'm Hedge Alerts, and today I'm just going to be doing some quick price analysis, going over market conditions, and analyzing possibilities that could come up in the future for price. So, as per my last video, I did show and did notify that this area right here was looking to be pretty bearish. We were pretty overbought on the RSI. We reached resistance. The stock market previously had shown signs of an absolute push to the downside, and it looks like that did happen. If we take a quick look here on the US 30, as per my prediction right here, we did fall through of the pennant that was showing up. After the CPI numbers, we pumped a little bit, which usually does happen. However, it still resulted in a push to the downside. And right now, we're currently at a level of support. If we look at the SPY managed to bounce off its upward channel currently. Not really an extreme bounce, but enough of a push to continue this little trend line we have going here. So the likelihood of the SPY pushing up a bit more is likely because we're at a point of bouncing on the Dow Jones, and stocks recently have had a bit of a run up in price. Now if we look at Bitcoin here, it did, after my video, it did pull back, but then we saw a bit of a rip to the upside, and I was honestly not really expecting this. I think what this was most likely a bit of a short squeeze after CPI numbers, but we still managed to touch this point of resistance, and then we kind of got a bit of an upward channel going here. We've now broken below the downward channel and have come up and have touched the lower trend line here. Now this is a pattern I like to play when shorting. I've seen this happen many times before, and it's a great way to get into a short if lower time frames match up. If market conditions are correct, it can be a great shorting opportunity. I try not to really disclose my positions in videos, but for this I'll say I definitely have a short bias if I'm going to enter a trade here. This has got a lot of potential to make its way down to about this level, the 21,500 level. It's a great point of support there. Of course, when you're trading, you got to have those grids that are locking in as you're shorting below, because shorting's very risky. It's way more risky than longing if you don't know how to do it correctly. So that's my view of Bitcoin right now. If this right here does reject these EMAs in this trend line and we do go down, we could be seeing 21,500, even 20 around here, somewhere around there. This possibly, and this is just complete and utter speculation. This is not a concrete thing that will happen and shows it will happen, but this could end up forming a bit of a flag. We can draw a resistance line right here, and then we can bring out our line tool and draw a bit of a trend here. And if this comes down and bounces off this trend level right here, this could turn into a flag, and this could actually have a huge short squeeze coming up. Obviously, again, depending on the market sentiment, depending on where we're at in our current recession, right? But if a big pattern like this starts forming, and you see these sometimes after huge selling pressure, is these flags will show up. And when they break to the upside, they break like crazy because a short squeeze actually comes out of them. This is a great pattern to play. This could be an amazing setup, but of course it's all about playing the waiting game and seeing what's going to happen. So that's my analysis of Bitcoin right now, currently, as of now. Again, charts, the sentiment that you hold towards a chart can change in a matter of an hour, just because that's how they work, right? It could bounce out of this level here and, completely decimate here and then plunge down and go all the way down to, 12,000. That could happen. We don't really know. So you got to be careful. You got to be prepared for whatever's going to happen. But this is possible, so watch out for that. So next we're going to move on to Ethereum. I actually got a really nice short in Ethereum about right here at the 1700 level, and rode this down, locked in my profits around 1600. So I made a nice profit on there. This is looking like a bull trap. It's almost peeking out of this downward descending trend, and so this is most likely gonna fall through with Bitcoin, because everything will follow Bitcoin and Ethereum. But again, it's got a trend line going up here too, so we could see a potential bounce on Ethereum there. And if we see a bounce on Ethereum, then we're definitely going to see a correlation in altcoins, because altcoins seem to mostly follow Ethereum compared to Bitcoin at times, not all the time. Now, what I've got on my watch list. I've got a few things on my watch list. So first up is Waltcoin. I've traded this coin a few times. I've made quite a lot of money with this coin. If you see here, this is also slowly forming another flag pattern. We're seeing this resistance level and a slow trend line accumulating, with all the technical indicators kind of showing that this has got some potential. You know, after this massive bear run, it seems primed. Last one I probably got here is NMR. This is a AI token, I believe. If we see a minor bull run or even a real good dead cat bounce in this, I definitely look at the AI sector, as it's got a lot of hype around it. When the venture capitalists start coming to these coins and buying them up to see which one pumps, you know, these will have a lot of money funneled into them, and these could absolutely explode. We could see a price move on these like we did in the beginning of 2021 for crypto. So these AI tokens are great, but I'd say NMR and Waltcoin, I believe it's Waltcoin, or is it Walton? Walton is Walton, and NMR I'm definitely keeping my eye on, and we'll see how everything plays out. But that's really my analysis for today. If I'm opening any long positions in the near-term future, I definitely wait for Bitcoin to pull back from this massive run-up for us to have a healthy moving market that has even higher potential for upside in the short term. This needs to come down. If this keeps going up, there's no way I'm going to long, because it could fall at any time. It's unpredictable, and it wouldn't be a good trade. So wait, I'm definitely waiting for this to come down. Most interested in getting into a short here, and then looking at those other coins like Walton and NMR to make some good moves. So thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. I'm Hedge Alerts. Make sure to follow me on all my socials, and hope y'all have a good day.